Okay, thank you. You know, you know, a lot of you don't know where you are. A lot of you don't know where you are. A lot of you don't know what you can afford to do and what you can't afford to do. A lot of you don't know how screwed you are. The average South African doesn't know how screwed they are. Okay. Now, this is because of your own corruption, and this is because of the media. Okay. It's because of your own corruption and it's because of the media. Two things. These are the two things that are making you stupid. It's like a mental disorder. You, as a South African, right? You have a mental illness. And this mental illness is because of a lot of things. It's because of brainwash. It's because of a lot of things. A lot of things. Your parents, your family, a lot of things. A lot of South Africans are brainwashed. Okay. Now, in my personal case, as Siyakosan, for all those of you who don't know, in my personal case, we started this organization in 2017. We realized back in 2017 that we have to do something. Okay. That was in 2017. And then immediately after that, people who work in the National Lottery came to us. So the people who work within the National Lottery Commission came to us. They were the first whistleblowers to come to us in 2017 to tell us that the National Lottery is rigged. This was in 2017. Okay. And then a few years after that, more and more people came to us. Right. And we've been fighting ever since. We've been fighting the ANC, we've been fighting the DA, we've been fighting the EFF, and we've been fighting illegal foreigners who are sex trafficking little kids, teenage girls, and who are selling illegal substances, and who are also selling firearms in our country. Okay? This small startup political party has been fighting all these entities since 2017. Okay. Now, all these years later, after all this fighting, after all this fighting and exposing people and fixing the roads and fixing the infrastructure and all of these things, since 2017 until today, so much has happened. Okay. So much has happened that have woken me up. It's so many I've witnessed face to face so much corruption and criminality in South Africa within the South African police services, within the SAPS, within government, within communities. Okay. So I knew back then that the DA and the ANC and the EFF are criminal and the SAPS are criminal organizations. I knew back in 2017. Okay. Back in 2017 was when we knew, oh, these people are just, these political parties are criminal organizations who work for foreigners. This is a fact. Okay. Since then, we've exposed the lottery, the national lottery, to the SIU. Since then, we've exposed the mayor of Gqeberha and the entire municipality of Gqeberha for stealing money to the amount of 26 billion rand. The National Treasury has now finally exposed it. Okay, all of these people are current, by the way, in Gqeberha, in NMM, in the Nelson Mandela Metro. All of those people are still there. The people that have been stealing billions and billions and billions from that metro, they are still there. The mayor is still there. I'm talking billions per year. Billions with a B per year. Whistleblowers have came out with evidence. They are still there. The National Treasury themselves have came out. The SIU has come out for the National Lottery. All of these things are there. The school teachers who are sex trafficking teenage girls in these high schools, only one of them, that one lady, was exposed by the Hawks. Only one. We reported 17. Okay. We reported 17 with actual victims and evidence. That fat man from the Department of Health who has recently been exposed, the department or the Hawks finally did something with that guy. We've been exposing these people who are not qualified. Guys, listen to me. There are ANC people who are working in departments who are directors and deputy directors who don't even have matric. This is a fact. You can prove it. We have proved it multiple times. that this person who's the deputy director doesn't have matric. This person doesn't have this. This person doesn't have that. This person doesn't have this. Department of Transport, same thing. You can prove it. Okay. Your municipalities are ran by people who don't even have matric. So the question is, are South Africans stupid people for trusting or for voting for thugs? People who are obvious thugs. Are South Africans stupid? Are they actually stupid? And my answer is yes and no. My answer is yes. You are stupid because you are choosing to be stupid. Now, is it your fault that you are stupid? Is it your fault that you are in this situation? No, it's not actually your fault. You've been brainwashed. Okay. The average South African is brainwashed. The average South African is brainwashed. Now, the issue with being brainwashed is, do certain things make sense to you as an adult? If you claim to be an adult with a brain, do certain things make sense to you? Okay, for instance, look at the fact that everywhere there's the DA and there's the ANC, black people become poor, extremely, extremely poor. Black people become unemployed, extremely, extremely unemployed. Everywhere where there's the DA and the ANC, black people become extremely poor, and there's extreme corruption, extreme theft. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Let's break this down. Let's go back to the beginning. In the beginning, I said you are not stupid, but you are brainwashed, and you are also corrupt. So let's go back to that. If you are a corrupt thief, the ANC will appeal to you, and you will naturally draw towards the ANC just by you being a thief, a corrupt individual, a perverted individual, right? The Bible calls it perversion. Okay. The Bible calls it perversion. You are a perverted individual, meaning that you are the devil is so into you that to you, in your world, left is right. In your world, right is wrong. In your world, up is down and down is up. In your world, things work in the opposite direction. You are defiled by Satan. Okay. So in your world, you are not even asking yourselves, why are black people so poor, but South Africa is such a wealthy country? South Africa is the richest country in the world in terms of natural resources. It's a fact. That is it. That is a fact. And if you don't see, again, the reason why you don't know that is because you don't know where you are. You don't know that you are sitting in the richest place in the world. You are sitting in the richest country in the world. You don't know that because you don't know where you are, because you are brainwashed. Okay. The most fertile country, the richest country in terms of minerals and gold and all of those things. All right. But 80% of all black people are dirt poor. Why? Doesn't that bother you? Don't you see that? See, if you are a perverted person, you are not going to see that. And even when you do see it, it's not going to bother you, right? Because you're perverted. You yourself are corrupt. You are a corrupt person. Okay. So you have places like the Western Cape where you look at the standard of living of black people and colored people. And in your perverted brain, you don't see anything wrong with this. Again, South Africa is the richest country in the world. South Africa is not like Zimbabwe or Nigeria. Our land is actually very fertile. We could build things if we wanted to. If our politicians actually wanted to, we could build things. We could actually build things in this country. Okay. I mean, it's simple. It's really simple. Building a factory is really simple. Okay. It doesn't even cost 25 million to build a factory. It doesn't. The average factory doesn't cost 25 million. It doesn't cost 25. It doesn't cost 30 million rand to build a factory, dude. So the question is, why don't we have factories? In black areas where black people are living, why don't you have factories? Guguletu, Kailicha, Philippi. Why don't you have factories to provide jobs for those people? Considering that in the apartheid era, there were factories everywhere. Okay. We were manufacturing everything back in the apartheid era. So South Africa is a country that is historically, right? Historically industrialized. Again, we are not like Zimbabwe and we are not like Nigeria. We are not like them. This is not to say South Africa is better than them, but we are literally not like them. Even historically, we are not like them. You are a wealthy country. You are an industrialized country. The ANC destroyed all of that. Okay. You live in a wealthy country. What don't you understand? You live in a wealthy country. The ANC and the DA have destroyed every factory that employs black people. Okay. Imagine that. Imagine coming from a country where everybody had a job. Back in the apartheid era, everybody had a job. Yes, there was violence. Yes, there was, people were underpaid and all of those things. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it was horrible back in the apartheid era. It was bad. It was bad. What those white racists and white thugs were doing, that was bad. But the thing is, they built industries. They built Eskom. They built Transnet. They built Telkom. Why did the ANC come along and destroy all of that? And the DA. Okay. But see, you people are not asking those questions. You you people are acting as if poverty just happens. You are acting as if unemployment just happens. Listen to me. South Africa has an economic problem. South Africa has a corruption problem within government. South Africa has a problem with foreigners. There is no political party in this country that addresses those three things. There is no political party in South Africa that even addresses the economic problem. Just the economical problem is not being addressed. Not Musi Maimane, not Floyd Shibambu. All of these idiots are going on podcasts each and every day. They go on podcasts and they talk about their own organizations. Okay. And then they talk about the ANC. They don't talk about what they have done. They don't talk about the work that they have done. Their results is to say, hey man, listen, we are building a factory over there and we employed 5,000 South Africans. We built a water plant over there and that water plant has employed so far 1,000 people. We built a tobacco plant, a tobacco factory over there. We're making cigarettes, 1,000 employees. We've built a computer manufacturing chip plant over there, and it's employing a bunch of people. We are building a manufacturing plant over there that's gonna make, solar generators. Employed 750 people. There is no political party in the history of South Africa that's ever done that or even said that. So the issue with South Africa is that there is no political party that's addressing the problems of South Africa. So you have the ANC, which is just a bunch of thugs, right? It's just a bunch of thugs. The ANC is a criminal organization. You have the DA, which is also a criminal organization, but they are branding themselves as this. Here's the problem with the DA. The DA is branding themselves as something that's not the ANC, right? So that's what the DA does. The DA goes around saying, hey, listen, vote for us because at least we are not the ANC. Okay. They don't talk about their own successes. They don't talk about the economic ambitions of the DA as a political party. In addition to Helen Zille being funded by the Guptas, right? In addition to her being exposed for being funded by the Guptas, right? In addition to the DA government, the government of Cape Town, being exposed for stealing 1.6 billion rand, right? They were raided, I think, was it last month? They were raided and for stealing all that money. In addition to them being corrupt, in addition to the murders that are happening in the Western Cape, what's happening in the Western Cape is a genocide. 1,164 people get assassinated every year. Every year. That's a genocide. 1,164 people. 1,164 people. That is a genocide every year. Apart from that, so apart from the genocide and the corruption, right? Apart from all of that, they still haven't said anything. So, in essence, the DA is not relevant to black people. This is not me talking about the personal work that I do in DA ran municipalities, the roads that we are fixing in DA ran wards, the crime that we are fighting in DA ran wards. Apart from the people that live in DA ran wards calling us to help them. Apart from all of that, I'm just talking about the surface level stuff. So the DA is just not relevant to black people. I mean, it's that simple, right? Let's put that aside. So you have two parties. You have the ANC, which is just a bunch of thugs who are not relevant. And then they're just useless, man. They're just a bunch of thugs that kill people. The ANC is the biggest criminal organization in Africa. I was the first one to say that. I was the first one to say the ANC is the biggest criminal organization in this continent. I was the first one to say that. Okay. So you have the ANC, you have the DA now, and then you have the EFF, right? Which is also a criminal organization that we've proven multiple times. Like, I don't even want to talk about the EFF because I don't. The EFF is not worth my time. It's a bunch of thugs. But most importantly, apart from them just being a bunch of thugs, the EFF is a foreigner organization. It's an organization that protects foreigners. They are funded by foreigners. They work for foreigners. Okay, the EFF is here to protect foreigners, to make it a point that foreigners are selling their drugs and they are sex trafficking teenage girls in peace. That's what the EFF is there for. Okay. And then there's the MK Party. I don't take the MK Party seriously as an organization. I honestly speaking, I think the MK Party is just a money laundry. It's just a money laundry operation. It's a money laundry scheme. Okay. I don't take it seriously as a political party. In fact, I don't think it's a political party. I honestly think it's a money laundry scheme. It's just a way that people could make money. Okay. And they are always fighting amongst each other. It's just a money laundering organization. I'm not going to even talk about it politically speaking because they are not a political party. They haven't solved not one problem for the people of KZN. Okay. So that's where we are in South Africa. And my question is, are South Africans so stupid that now you are being entertained? Now you are being entertained by the Madlanga Commission, which is the third commission this year. It's what it's the second commission this year. Okay, these commissions are just for entertainment purposes. These commissions are not gonna. These commissions are not gonna solve any crime, any problems, any. These commissions are not gonna get anybody arrested. These commissions are just for entertainment purposes. The issue is you are being entertained, right? You are being entertained while you are getting poorer and poorer and poorer, while the price of bread is going up and up and up, while we still have inflation in this country, while illegal foreigners are building economic structures in your country. South Africa, you don't have a country anymore. South Africa does not belong to you anymore. Okay. Your country has been taken over by foreigners. Okay. And these foreigners, it is a political agenda. It is the EFF's agenda and the ANC's agenda and the DA's agenda and the MK Party's agenda. It's a very clear political agenda. Some of these foreigners are sleeper agents. Some of these foreigners are not just normal human beings. Normal people don't operate firearms. Normal people don't run illegal organizations, multinational illegal organizations. And now we know that the firearms come from Botswana. Now we know that as a matter of fact. Multiple people have come out. The SAPS from the Western Cape has came out and said it. Now it's a matter of fact. They come from Botswana. So yes, these illegal foreigners are sleeper agents. So what does that mean? These illegal foreigners are soldiers that come from other countries who obviously have a mission, right? And again, guys, the problems of South Africa are not being addressed. The three problems that I've been telling you that South Africa has, the economic problem, the corruption problem, and the foreigner problem, they are not being addressed. In addition to that, there are people who are fighting us from even addressing these problems. Okay. There are people who are fighting us from even addressing these problems, like the ANC, like the DA, like the EFF. So the question is, are you stupid for electing the same people who are keeping you poor? Are you, South Africa, are you stupid people? Are you stupid? Are you stupid for electing the people who are specifically responsible for your poverty? Are you stupid for electing the same people who shoot you and assassinate you? Every time you try to raise these questions and raise these issues, you get shot and assassinated. Every time you report a crime, whistleblowers get shot and assassinated by the same political parties that you vote for. Okay. Are you actually a bunch of stupid people? Are you a group of people that refuse to wake up? You are complaining about these issues to the same people that created these issues: unemployment, poverty, corruption. You are going to the same people who created this and then you're complaining. Okay. These are things that we need to talk about. These are things. These are things we need to consider before we can even have the conversation of overthrowing this government and taking over South Africa. These are things we need to talk about so that we don't create the same problems. When we overthrow this government, we don't want to create another corrupt government. When we overthrow this government, we don't want to create another racist government, of which right now you are headed towards that direction. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing right now that the people of South Africa are actually, you are fighting the ANC to create another version of the ANC. That's what's happening right now in this country. You are fighting the ANC to vote for the EFF. You are fighting the ANC to vote for the DA. You are fighting the ANC to vote for the MK party. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You are fighting Satan to vote for Satan's nephew. You are fighting the devil to vote for the devil's nephew. And you are in the comments talking as if, all of you are. I read all these comments in all these platforms when all these politicians go to speak, when politicians go to speak on podcasts. I'm reading the comments and I'm like, you people are actually stupid. You you are disre. All of us agree that the ANC is a demonic organization, but and then there'll be people who are saying, "Oh, Mkhonto wesizwe, Mkhonto wesizwe, Mkhonto wesizwe, Mkhonto wesizwe." The DA, the DA, the DA, the EFF, the EFF, the EFF. I'm like, what is this? What the actual hell is wrong with you people? Seriously. Okay. So that's it from me, guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we are invited to go somewhere to have a site visit. This white family has invited us to go to this DA. It's a DA ward. These are DA voters. So we are going to a DA neighborhood tomorrow to look at the road. The people that live in that entire suburb are done with the DA, and these are white people. So they've officially called us. Okay, they've officially called us. They made a donation, and tomorrow we are going over there to have a look at the conditions of the road. Okay, and maybe I will share all of that with you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll shoot. I'll record a few clips and share the conditions of that road with you guys. Okay, maybe. Okay. My name is President Siyakosan. I'm the president of South Africa Will Succeed, or just South Africa, the SA party. Okay. We are just SA, and we've always been SA. But for the full word is South Africa Will Succeed. Okay. That's our organization, South Africa Will Succeed. We've been an underground movement since 2017. We want to overthrow this government, guys. We want to overthrow this government. It's stupid for you to think that you are going to vote. That's stupid. The whole voting system is rigged. Okay, South Africa's elections are rigged. And if you could look at the numbers, you realize these are fake numbers. Okay. If you could look at the numbers, you would realize these are fake numbers. And in addition to that, we have a whistleblower from the IEC who has evidence. Okay. We as an organization have a whistleblower from the IEC who has evidence. Okay, so we are working on that case against the IEC. So when I tell you guys that this government needs to be overthrown, we can't wait until 2029. We won't have a country left in 2029. Okay, we won't have a country left, so we can't wait until 2029. We have to overthrow this government. So at the right time, we will rise up. At the right time, we will rise up. Okay. So guys, we need your donations. Make it a point that you reach out to me on my WhatsApp. Make a donation on my WhatsApp. Make a donation. Make a donation. Make a donation. Make a donation. It's important. Make a donation. Okay. Reach out to me. Reach out to me on WhatsApp and make a donation. It's important. Make a donation. We have been doing this since 2017. We've been exposing A lot of corruption. We've been building farms. We are building right now. We are building a factory, but I can't tell you what we are going to produce in that factory. Not right now. Okay. So we are building a factory to create jobs in the Eastern Cape. We are building a farm, and the farm has already created jobs. We also have a team of civil engineers who go around fixing roads. Okay, so we have a team of civil engineers that fix the roads and fix everything. We build stuff. Our organization is we are a big organization. We are growing, but we are growing underground. Okay, we are an underground organization. We don't show ourselves because we've always had the plan of overthrowing this government. When we found out that the elections are rigged, as soon as the whistleblower came to us and showed us all the evidence, we realized that no, we have to overthrow this government. Okay. So we will rise up. We are growing, and we are growing a lot. Okay. We are growing a lot. We are a very big organization, and we are underground. And whistleblowers are coming to us all the time. All the time. You know. Guys, we've been self-funded since 2017. I've been funding this whole entire operation by myself. We live off donations. People have been donating. We have people that donate every month. Like we have people that every time they get paid, they make donations. So it's a monthly thing, like a subscription. It's a monthly thing. So there are people who keep paying $150 every month. There are people who keep paying 1,000 rand every month. There are people who donate 50,000 once off, right? We have people that just give us a lot of money once off, and we are able to operate for a whole year. For instance, last year, there's somebody that made a donation of 500,000. This was last year. And we were able to fix the road. We were able to build a farm, okay, with that money to produce food for our people. Okay. So we are still at it. There's a white family, as I said. Tomorrow we are going to this white family and we are helping them. Okay. Guys, this is probably the 52nd white family that we're helping. We help a lot of black people. We help a lot of white people. We help a lot of Indian people. There's an Indian family last week that we were talking to. They also want our help. They called us. They also made a donation. And then they called us and they asked for our help. Okay. So we are helping a lot of people. We are helping all South Africans. Okay. We have fought against white racism and we have fought against black racism. We fought against the EFF and the MK party. Okay. Because in South Africa right now, you can't afford to be a racist. You can't afford to be racism is a luxury. Do you guys understand? Racism is a luxury. We can't afford it. Okay. We can't afford to be a bunch of racists. We have to come together. In our organizations, we have white people that are working for us. White men and white women that are in our organization, private investigators. You guys understand? We are a group of South Africans. So guys, we need your donation. We are self-funded. Okay? We are self-funded. We need your donations. Any amount, any amount would help. So just make it a point that you reach out to us on WhatsApp. My number is in the description box, the 0622 number, 0622 4055. It's right in the description box. Reach out to me on WhatsApp. You can just say, hi, Sia. I saw you on, hi, Sia. I saw you on YouTube, or I saw one of your videos on YouTube. I like what you guys are doing. Here's my ideas as well. I have a few ideas as far as fixing South Africa's economy. I have a few ideas of my own. I would like to be a part of the movement. I would like to have my own ideas. For instance, I'll tell you guys an example. There's a man who made a donation to us and asked us to do something about the fact that the ANC is selling a mine to Australia, the Witwatersrand mine. Okay, it's in Johannesburg. Witwatersrand mine is in Johannesburg. The ANC recently just sold it to Australia. There's a man that lives in Johannesburg that said, guys, please do something about this. And he made a donation. So there are so many people who come to us and make donations and say, hey guys, I have an idea. Please, here's an idea, here's a thought. Okay. I live in Pretoria, I live in Johannesburg, I live in KZN. Here's a thing, here's my idea, here's my input. Okay. So please guys, make donations. We are not funded by these families that are funding the ANC and the DA. We are not funded by the foreigners that are funding the MK party and the EFF. Okay. We are not funded by these people. And we can't be funded by them. Because these are the people that we are investigating. Do you guys understand? So I can't go to, let's say Petrus Motsepe. Me personally, I can't go to Petrus Motsepe. Okay? I can't go to Petrus Motsepe and ask for funding. I can't, because we are going to do away with BEE. And we all know that Petrus Motsepe believes in BEE. So I can't go to him and ask for funding. There are so many people that I can't go. There are foreigners who've offered us money. Guys, foreigners offer us money every month, by the way. There's a guy from Zimbabwe. He's a tender entrepreneur, a big tender, this dude is loaded. I'm talking about multi-millionaire from Zimbabwe. This guy has been getting tenders in the Eastern Cape, construction tenders in the Eastern Cape. Okay. This guy reached out to one of my family members, offering me 50 million rand. 50. Okay. This guy offered me 50 million rand to allow foreigners to do whatever they want to do, to basically ignore the foreigner issue. Okay. This was last year. The guy offered me 50 million to just allow foreigners to do their thing in South Africa. I had to say no. Okay. So I keep rejecting these guys. I keep rejecting foreigners who offer me money. I keep rejecting all of these guys. I keep rejecting them. All of them, I keep rejecting them. Offering us big amounts of money. I'm talking big amounts of money. Okay. Guys, we've been doing this since 2017. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, has carried us through this journey. Since 2017, we are still here. We are still operating underground. We are still the most effective political party. We are more effective than the ANC and the DA and the EFF. We've exposed multiple people. The SIU and the Hawks know us. The SIU and the Hawks know us. We've brought cases and cases and cases and cases. And now some of those cases you can now see on social media. School teachers who are sex trafficking teenage girls. That was us back then, back in 2019. Giving the Hawks these names, submitting these names to the Hawks. 2019. Okay. God has carried us throughout this. So now when we are growing and growing and growing, and people can see us, people know us, now people are offering us money to let them continue their criminal activity, to allow them to continue being criminals in South Africa. Okay. Listen to me, guys. South Africa will succeed. This country will succeed. We will get to the promised land. We will get to the promised land. South Africa will become the richest country in the world. I guarantee you. I guarantee you we will get to the top of the top of the top where we deserve to be. South Africa should be at the top. We should be the biggest economy in the world. And we will get there. Don't worry. We will get there, my friend. Trust me. We will get there. Okay. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. My name is Siako Sani. If you are new here, make it a point to like and subscribe, okay? We are not going to stop. Trust me. We will not stop. We will save South Africa. We will save our country. We will take over this government. Okay. Thank you for your donations. To all the guys that have made donations, I would like to say thank you. You know who you are. You guys are on my WhatsApp. You know who you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have no idea of what we have been throughout the years. You guys have no idea what we've been through. We've been fighting throughout these years. And we are still here, making things happen every day. Okay. Thank you for your support, guys. To all the Christians who are here, guys, please pray for our country. The Christian community, we need your prayers now more than ever. Okay. All the Christians, we need your prayers now more than ever, man. We need your prayers now more than ever. Okay. We need your prayers now more than ever, guys. We need your prayers now more than ever. Please, guys, pray for our country. Pray for me as well. Okay. Pray for me. Pray. Ask God to protect me, man. Seriously, ask God. Pray for me, man. This is not an easy job. I am losing money here. I've been losing money since 2017. Okay. I am losing money. We are soldiering on. We are growing as an organization, but just pray for me, guys. I still need your prayers. I still need your prayers. If you can't afford to make a donation, then at least pray for me. You know, pray for our movement and pray for South Africa. Pray for our country. Pray for our economy. Okay. All the Christians in the house, please pray for us. We need your prayers. Okay. Okay, let me go, guys. I'm going to see you again maybe on Sunday. I'll drop another episode. Okay. May God bless you, South Africa. May God bless your families. May God protect you. And may God bless our beautiful country. South Africa will succeed. Okay. Cheers.